Hello one and all, this is Hybridsteel. Thank you very much for joining me in today's Hydroneer video. Now, I just want to show you the progression. Now, we managed to get down to bedrock down here, which is all good. And now this is literally where we're digging, so I can now sort of like dig. I'm going to put this down here. I'm digging down here, and I can highlight my bucket. So what I did is, now because I'm at the bottom, I've just done like a big thing. What we're going to do today is we're going to try and hook this up, and then it's going to spurt out here. Obviously I'm going to put some bricks around here just to try and keep all the dirt in one place, and that's all good. So yeah, I've seen a couple of people like mention about the little green circle, and some people are saying it's really annoying, but in fairness, you sort of get used to it over. Well, actually, it doesn't really take very long to get used to. And what you do is you indicate where you're going to be dropping things, which is good. I like that. Oh, I should have waited, shouldn't I? So what I'll do is I will leave those here. Actually, what I can do is I will take them with us. Does that smell? That's good, right? Cool. Ah, victory. Okay, so right, okay. We're going to take all our stuff up to the top here, and we're just going to sell it all. So we're going to stick all this here. 1,279 skadoodles. Oh, we are cooking now. Fantastic. Right. Let's drop that in. I mean, that looks like a massive amount of money, but it really isn't. Right. Now, can we get filters from here? Filters, I suppose they're like a different thing than what's normal. Let's go and have a look, shall we? Okay. So we can just buy basic pipes from here. Now, I think we've got a filter, and we've got one of the thingy-majiggets to actually do stuff. So what I will do is I will put this in here. So it's 1,380. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to work out roughly quickly how many I need to get my piping done so we can power our RAM. And our RAM is down there, and we need it to come up here. So I need to get some bends in here. I need to do other bits and pieces. We need to make this as good as possible. So I'm going to stick this right there. Right, we've locked it off. That's all good. So what I want to do is I want to aim straight down here. So I'm going to get to this point here. I'm going to go straight down and then into it. And we'll go from there. So I need a lot of piping. Okay, so experimentation day. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use those 3 crystals in order to power this. I might put the big one in there as well just to spark up the power just a little bit. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to experiment between the pump, and this is bedrock. Where the boxes are now, this is bedrock. I can't go any. I can prove this. Here's my spade, the improved spade, and I can't dig any deeper. That is bedrock. Okay. So thankfully, I was able to dig down just enough so the machine is just sitting on like the last spectacle of dirt. Okay, and that's just before bedrock. This is as deep as it can go. And this is the basic. This is the first area, the little training square. So we're here now. I don't know if the results that are going to come off this are determined by what I'm doing, but this is literally the first experimentation I'm going to be doing for like Hydroneer, I suppose. I don't think I'm going to be doing a lot of these. I'm just putting this out there as an idea. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this run until there's a load of blocks down there. I'm going to fill up my 2 buckets. I'm going to leave them up here at my little wash plant area. And then what I want to do is I want to see if automation is the way forward when it comes to being a beginner, or is automation something that's only really used later on when you're a bit further into the game, and is it worth doing right at the beginning, or is it just worth playing the game as we are? So what I want to put the big one in there is I want to give this as good chance as it's going to get. So the gauge is up a little bit. Obviously, if you get more crystals and more of these containers, you can get more power. Oh, we've got one over there as well. Hold on. Give me a sec. I didn't see that. How did you get over there? Oh, crap. All my crystals are in there. The booster is there as well. Water is going. Right, that's firing out. That's all good. So what I need to do now is I need to get my spade, because I got the improved spade, because I was able to afford it. And then we're going to dig some holes. Oh, I love this. Much faster. Cool. So instead of 4 times, it only takes 2 times to fill a bucket. I like those. I like that. Okay, so bucket's done. Obviously, we're going to need our pickaxe, so we're going to divide up the dirt. So we're going to get a pickaxe as well. So that's just going to keep blocking out for a bit. Okay, so that's off and that's off. What we'll do is we'll take these boulders and we'll see about like experimentation of like, is it worth going automated at the beginning of the game, or is it just not worth it? So we'll take this boulder first. Get me pickaxe. We'll split it in half because we have to. And we'll take this and we'll put it in this one. And we'll take this and we'll put it in this one. And we'll take a brush. And I'm not too happy with that result. I mean, they're tiny. I mean, that big one there came out of a bucket earlier. So, I mean, that's average. It's like, you know, a deuce. So we'll take that one and we'll stick that in there. Well, no, we won't. Fill this one up with water again. So these are coming from pretty much the depths of the dirt. You know, as low as we can go with the machine before it's actually on the bedrock. Now, I don't know if the machine still works on bedrock, and I can't be sure of that because I think it got patched. I'm not 100% sure. Again, comment section below, let me know. And we'll go from there. So brush again, nothing. And it's not a bad size gold. You know, that's gold, I suppose. And then a tiny bit of metal. Tiny. Shame there's like no diamonds, you know? You get emeralds and sapphires and I want a diamond. I mean, that would be pretty class, actually, you know what? So, next is the big one. I'm not sure how we made this one, but we'll split it. I don't know if it's going to fit in the bucket. Oh, no! Right. I mean, in all fairness, I mean, the amount you can do is quick, yes. Like, speed-wise, not too shabby. But when it comes to size of the nugget, I'm not at the moment impressed. You know? It just seems a bit of a cop-out. So we'll stick that one in there. This is a ruby. Grind that up. Stick that in my pipe. These are such small stones. I'm literally just going to bucket up and I'm just going to just flog them. It's not worth keeping. Okay, so globule number 2, we need to split that one. So that's the other thing, you have to split it down a couple of times. So I mean, automation is a little bit quicker when it comes to the amount you're getting out of this, yes. But size of nugget those, I mean, unless you've got a conveyor belt and you've got like 3 or 4 of these working together, personally, automation at the beginning of the game probably isn't worth it. But we shall see. I mean, as said, we're going to use the buckets now. And the buckets came from the same level of soil. They came from the same area, like right next to each other. And we'll see. Alright, so this is bucket number 1 and bucket number 2. And we'll go from there. So, this is automation worth it at the beginning of the game? Hell no. Right, okay, so that's the size of a nugget of metal that I got out of. And then look at the size of the gold. That's ridiculous. Let me just stick my lamp down over here. I mean, it's tiny. I mean, you can tell the difference straight away. Like, on the right, that comes out of the machine and that comes out of a bucket. I mean, they're even so big they probably won't go back in the bucket. There you go. No, it won't go back in the bucket. So that sort of answers a question in a way. Right at the beginning of the game, is it worth doing full automation? And the answer at the moment, I mean, unless anybody else can do this and it come up with a different result, this looks like it's worth more doing with a bucket and then just set everything down in the hole until you're ready to move. I mean, obviously, when you get into a bigger place, you can set up a lot of machines. You can stick it all together, and it doesn't matter. You'll be churning out so much it doesn't matter. But right at the beginning of this game, it's worth just digging a hole straight down to the bottom, buying the improved shovel, and going for it. Because these are coming out better than that. That's just my result, straight there. And, yeah, I mean, as I said, I don't think I can make that experiment any fairer. So, I mean, this is a little bit controversial. Is it worth fully automating at the beginning? And in my book, I mean, going by the results, I'm definitely going to say no. And to me, that it proves to me that being on a bucket at the beginning of this game is worth it more than trying to use one of these machines at the beginning. It's almost worth just not bothering with this until you're later on in the game, and just going for it with the spade. Get a pickaxe, dig down, get yourself a little ramp, and get into the bottom, and then start digging. Because that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to dig all the rest of this out. Well, I'm not going to dig the rest of it out, but I'm going to dig a fair whack of this just so I can get enough money. I'm aiming for 6 grand straight up. I want the biggest lot straight away, and then we can build a big, powerful mine from there. But this to me proves that mining at the beginning with a spade is so much more beneficial than trying to save up for automation. But if you guys have got anything you want to add to this, hit me down in the comment section below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Until then, thank you very much for joining me. Peace out, have fun, and enjoy everything you guys do. Bye-bye for now.